So last but not least, we have Cillian Joy, Digital Library Developer at NUI Galway. And Cillian will speak to us about the Digital Scholarship Network Ireland.
Thank you, Fiona. Good afternoon, everybody. So this brief talk is about the Digital Scholarship Network Ireland, or the DSN-IE. So I'm talking on behalf of the network's three conveners. That's myself, Arlene Healy of Trinity, and Owen Kilfeather of the National Library of Ireland. And of course, the members, the hardworking members, there's quite a few, so I won't mention anybody, because I'll probably forget somebody. But I will mention Fiona, because she's up here with us. Fiona is a member as well. So I'm going to cover the main aims of the network, how we've structured our collective work, what we're doing now, what work we're actually in the middle of doing now, and what we're moving to, or what we're thinking about moving to. And the whole point of today for us is, I suppose, is just to let the community know what we're doing and give an update of what we're doing. So if there's anything that you want to talk about with anyone here, or obviously any of your reps, please do so. So I mentioned the members, and the members are the most important part of the network. The DSN-IE is a CONUL-sponsored network that is open to all galleries, libraries, archives, and museums on the island of Ireland. The common denominator, I think, here is that these institutions are involved in enabling research via digital and open scholarship. The main aims of the network are to encourage partnerships and skills development across CONUL and GLAM organisations in Ireland. So before I get into the network and start talking about some of the stuff about the network, I think it's important just to talk about digital scholarship. And as a term, what does it mean? Because it means different things to different people, really depending on their frame of reference. So for us in the network, it's an umbrella term for digital work that encourages and enables scholarship. A recent CONUL Digital Scholarship survey found that the four main areas that CONUL libraries are involved in for digital scholarship are in the areas of scholarship capture, storage, dissemination, and meta activities. So what's that mean? Capture is really about digitalization and making things, making digital collections. Storage is a very simple term for all the work that goes into digital preservation. Dissemination, publishing, and meta activities is about management, governance, project, budget, and stuff like that. So at the moment, these are the main activities for digital scholarship in CONUL libraries. It's not everything, but it's the main stuff. So just getting back to the network itself now, I mentioned the CONUL survey, Digital Scholarship Survey. So there was obviously data related that came out of that survey, and also the CONUL Research Group conducted some workshops as well. So this led to a CONUL Digital Scholarship Action Plan around three key themes of skills, partnerships, and strategy. And this was a good jumping off point for the network. Obviously the network had a wider membership, and we needed to get the views and the requirements from the wider membership. And to do that, we set up at the start of the network three workshops. The first workshop was, just introductions. Hello, my name is, and also explained the work that had gone on already on the CONUL side. Then the workshop 2 was primarily about the members talking about what they do in digital scholarship now, and that was facilitated across a couple of digital scholarship questions and areas. But just before the workshop, that main workshop that gathered all the data, there was a survey sent out to members asking about what their view on best practice is. So they had to go and actually look at best practice in digital scholarship. And just after the workshop 2, there's another survey sent out asking the members what's changed now in your view or in your planning from looking at best practice, from talking about what you're doing and listening to what others are doing. So what's changed in your media plans and your medium-term plans. So obviously this created a lot of data, and the conveners analysed this data between workshop 2 and 3 and presented the actions back to the members in workshop 3 for discussion and prioritisation. So that's really how we kind of structured our work, and I know that's a bit abstract there because I'm just showing you a few boxes, but I just want to show a quick example. I don't expect you to read what's on the screen there, obviously. It's just to give an idea of the flow for one of the themes. So on the top left are the initial actions that are coming from CONUL. Bottom left is best practice. In the middle and the top right, that's the data that came from the workshops. And then bottom right is the analysis done by the members. And this, for the strategy theme, led to a series of actions. Each action was discussed and then prioritised by the members. So this made sure that everybody was involved and everyone had a good say in what the work of the group was going to be. So what that led to was a series of top-level of actions for each theme, the 3 themes I've mentioned already: skills, partnerships, and strategy. And these are, I must say at this point as well, at this point, once the actions were agreed, the network kind of, I suppose, subdivided into subgroups to focus on these areas. And that's the work we're currently doing now as well. So under skills, it was mainly around a program of webinars and also looking at a skills audit of the members, leading to, let's say, a checklist of important digital scholarship skills that are required to work in the area. Partnerships is all about shared approaches to projects, funding, and then specifically an exhibition platform, which all this work is still in progress. And on the strategy side, the focus of the work was on the development of a roadmap for digital scholarship services and functions, or a digital scholarship centre. So what I'm going to move into now is an update from each theme, a brief update from each theme, just to explain the work that's going on. And here, I suppose, if you're thinking if any of this work crosses over to your own work, we'd be delighted to hear from you. So on the skills side, an audit was conducted of the members, really to establish the network expertise and identify any areas where the members were willing to give training or help with others. Basically, that was the key aspect there. I think highlights out of that survey are the skill strengths and the skill gaps of the members, and the strengths are on the right-hand side here under skills. So it's really around the capture points, and it's really digitalization. They're the key strengths. And then the needs in Ireland at the moment tend to be data and data services. No surprise there, but it's still good to see it. On the partnership side, there was a funding survey conducted on the members, and the results of the survey lined up with the CONUL Digital Scholarship survey as well, in finding that the main source of funding for digital scholarship technology and services and all the gamut of activity is the central budget, as being the library or the museum. So it's not really coming from research sources. There's a small bit from research or national funders, but it's not significant at all. The group also worked out an approach to sharing funding calls, and at the moment they're planning a workshop on I suppose, talking about a national shared exhibition platform. Moving swiftly along to strategy, what you're seeing here is a demo of the roadmap for the development of digital scholarship services, broken into 3 areas: starting a service, running a service or operating a service, and then improving a service. And this is a cycle of activity that goes on. Each stage is broken into sub categories that you can see here, like technology and business cases and things like that. So it's really a collection of best practice with reviews and references packaged up as a web product that's reusable. So what's coming next, or what are we doing? We're aiming to finish the work of the theme groups as soon as possible, and then move to longer workshop-based meetings where all the members will be there. And the aim of these workshops is to have output at the end. So we haven't decided yet on the topics or what the output will be, but something that we can take home to our day-to-day work, basically. And just to finish, just to say that the DSN-IE is open to all GLAM in Ireland. The strong focus is on partnerships, skills development, and sharing. And we are always asking ourselves, what work can we do collectively? So if you found anything interesting, either talk to somebody here at the conference, or most people will have a rep here in their organization, or contact us on our website. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Cillian. And as all 3 of our speakers finished ahead of schedule, we have plenty of time now to open the floor to questions and some discussion.